My fragile sister stole my best friend by faking illnesses and playing damsel in distress, and he dumped me for her pity party. 6 months later, he is begging to see me. My childhood best friend Theo and I were inseparable. We'd grown up next door to each other, building blanket forts in his backyard, sneaking cookies from his grandmother's kitchen, planning our futures like kids do. When we're 30, we'll live in houses next to each other, he'd say, with a gate between the yards, so we never have to walk around. Natalie was always there, watching from her bedroom window, too fragile for our adventures. I was valedictorian, got into Columbia on full scholarship, and landed a job at a tech startup that went public. Theo went to state school, studied business, and took over his family's restaurant chain. We stayed close through it all. You're killing it, he'd say when I got promoted to senior developer at 26. Natalie worked part-time at a boutique and claimed anything more triggered her anxiety. Must be nice being naturally gifted, she'd say at family dinners. Some of us have to struggle. The shift started when I bought my condo. Natalie suddenly developed opinions about Theo. He treats you like a buddy, not a woman, she said. Have you noticed how gentle he is with me? How he actually sees me? I hadn't noticed because it wasn't true, but Natalie had a way of planting seeds. She started showing up when we hung out, claiming she felt faint and needed air. Theo, raised to be a gentleman, would offer her water, his jacket, his concern. Your sister seems unwell, he'd say. Maybe we should include her more. Including her more meant our conversations became three-way negotiations where Natalie would steer everything toward her struggles. I tried to read that book you recommended, she'd tell Theo, but my dyslexia made it impossible. Unlike some people, reading doesn't come naturally to me. She didn't have dyslexia, she had laziness. But Theo started seeing me through her filter. You know, you can be pretty intense, he said one night after Natalie spent an hour describing how my success made her feel inadequate. Maybe dial it back around her? Dial what back? Existing? Don't be like that. She's fragile. The real shift came when Theo's grandfather got sick. Pancreatic cancer, 3 months to live. The old man called me to his bedside while Theo was at work. I have one wish, he said, holding my hand with his paper-thin fingers. You marry my Theodore. You're the only one strong enough to handle him. We're just friends, Grandpa Lou. Friends, he scoffed. I've watched you two for 20 years. He loves you. He's just too stupid to see it. Promise me you'll try. I promised because you don't deny dying wishes. When Grandpa Lou told Theo about his wish, Natalie was conveniently there, having brought him soup for his poor digestion. How romantic, she cooed later. Too bad Theo sees you as a sister. He doesn't see me as a sister. Then why did he tell me he could never marry you? That it would be like marrying family? Theo became distant, awkward. The engagement conversation was brutal. I can't marry you, Theo said. It wouldn't be fair to either of us. Your grandfather's dying wish isn't fair? He doesn't understand. I'm in love with Natalie. You're not in love with her. You pity her. That's cruel. Just because someone isn't as successful as you doesn't make them pitiful. No, but lying about medical conditions for attention does. She's not lying. You're just jealous that for once someone chooses her over you. That stung more than I expected. I left that night. Not dramatically, just packed up my life and took a job offer in Seattle. Didn't say goodbye, didn't explain, just disappeared. 6 months later, Theo called at 2 a.m. I could tell he was drunk before he spoke. Heard the bar noise in the background, glasses clinking. I fucked up, he slurred. I fucked up so bad. Theo,